Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing series V's I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie, I am excited because, well, we're doing a burger review. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, why wear super cool shirts? I like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? It's been a little bit since I've worn this one. Boom! It's one of my A Killer's Confession shirts. What is A Killer's Confessions? AKC is the acronym. Killer's Confession, they are a band, I guess for all intents and purposes, you could say out of Cleveland. They're currently stationed out of Cleveland. Somewhat famously, if you're kind of into that general scene, their kind of claim to fame is the fact that the lead singer, main creative force behind the band, is a guy named Waylon, who previously had been one of the lead singers in the Cleveland, staple nu metal band, Mushroomhead. That's actually how I became aware of A Killer's Confession, because when he ultimately left the group, he decided to do his own music project again after that, and that was AKC. I really like AKC. I've seen them perform live a few times now. I might do it again this year. We'll see. I got certain concerts I really want to hit, and it's like I might squeeze them in there. But they are really cool. I like them so much, not only do I buy their merchandise and listen to their music, I actually have videos of their performances that I've been to see over the years. If you want to check those out, those videos are also on this channel. I'm just saying, they are very cool. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? It is a burger. It is, boom, this heavy-ass thing right here. And by the way, it was sexier looking, like the packaging. I had to look inside. I wanted to take a few pictures of the burger. But this is from a place that I have not been before, a place called the Halal Burger. And the thing is, here in Illinois, and I don't know if this is like a more than Illinois thing or whatever, there's become an increasing amount of spots that focus on the halal thing, like burger spots. I've done like Student Burger, they had halal stuff. I did, I've done a few. And like that has to do with like a certain way that like the food is prepared and stuff. I think it's super neat. More burger spots is better for me. So, what with this being a local spot, it is going to end up in my Eating Out Illinois playlist. That is a playlist for just local spots. And because it's a burger, it's also going to end up in my Burgers for Days playlist. Just burger reviews. But, let's take a look at this. This is their Double Cheeseburger, because I like to start with something classic when I try out a new spot. So, let's kind of get this thing in here. And can we get a thing for the thing? It's a sloppy burger. All right. It looks like that. It's, yeah. Can we get a thing? Sure. It's 2 patties. You got some cheese. You got like, what is it? Pickles, onions, a little bit of lettuce. And then I'm guessing like some burger sauce or something like that. But let's give it a go before it completely falls apart. Okay, well, now to be fair, this is on me. Because they go over there and they ask, like, do you want everything on it? I go with everything, despite the fact that I know I'm not a big fan of pickles. And I'm a little bit here or there on onions, too. But the thing was, as soon as I bit into it, I basically ate an entire pickle. And pickles are fine, but it's like, man, they're so heavy in flavor. It's like, it can be a bit much. So I got a big burst of pickle and then everything else. So I think were it me, if I weren't doing a review, I would definitely forego the pickle. But again, that's not because they're not good pickles. They're actually really, very flavorful. I'm just not a big pickle guy. But That's a solid burger. That's very solid. And like, it's a cool little spot. It used to be this like little sort of gyro kind of like place, and they actually do still serve gyros here. It's like gyros and like tacos and just kind of general stuff like that. And it was that place for I don't know how long. I used to stop in every so often. And last year in 2023, they ceased operations. And this place went over there and bought it up. This is my first time being out there. I do miss the old place, I'll admit, because they had a thing called a super taco, which was just awesome. But Counterpoint is got a super tasty burger place. This is really good. Beef is nice and flavorful. A lot of flavor. A lot of flavor to this. Even with everything, on it. With the burger sauce is really nice. But even with everything on it, with the veg, with everything, you can still taste the burger itself. You can still taste the beef, which is crucial because at the end of the day, it's a burger. I mean, that's just tasty stuff, man. I mean, as far as like the halal aspect goes, like I don't know nearly enough about it to be like, one way or another with the whole thing. But at the end of the day, man, again, tasty burgers are what I'm here for, and tasty burger is what I've been provided with. It's juicy, it's sloppy. This is really good. Just like maybe a week ago, I went out to Five Guys to go I got a double cheeseburger from them. So it's kind of interesting because I get a little bit of a comparison, because this costs a little bit less than Five Guys did. Now Five Guys, they have unlimited ingredients and stuff. Pay a little bit less for this. This might be a little bit tastier. But, again, when I got to be fair to Five Guys, when I got the double cheeseburger from I just got a double cheeseburger. I didn't do anything else. Whereas this, it obviously has the benefit of all the extra stuff. But it is super tasty. It's tasty, it's filling, it's dripping all over me. And to be fair, proper burger probably should be a little bit messy. I wish it hadn't got on my shirt, but it's a black shirt and I'll wash it later. Anyway, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get this burger again? Would I recommend it? I'm going to go with yes and yes, man. So, this place isn't too far away from another halal burger place that I recently tried called Bumper to Burger. And that place is really solid too. But I have to admit, between those 2 places, and I'm not trying to pit anybody against anything. It's one thing if it's against a chain like Five Guys, because it's like, whatever, they millions of dollars. Local establishments I try to, but in this case, because they're relatively close, they both have the halal aspect, and they both serve tasty burgers. I have to admit, I do think that this place, I think that, for one thing, I think it was just a little bit tastier. And not by leaps and bounds. But one of the other things is that this place has a wide variety of specialty burgers. Whereas the Bumper to Burger really kind of only had a few, and then like a bunch of other stuff. And to be fair, nothing wrong with that. Specialize in what you're going to do. But I do have to say, yeah, I think that this place, I think it edges out Bumper to Burger just by a little bit. It was just fundamentally a really solid double cheeseburger. It's tasty and hearty and just, man, that was a good burger, It's like, as somebody who, I like a lot of, artisanal burger places and stuff like that, where you get all kinds of cool stuff. But there's a lot to be said for just an honest, really good fucking cheeseburger. And that served that purpose. There was nothing I disliked about that. Worst I had was the thing with the pickle at the very beginning, because it was just too much pickle. But if I'm recommending it, absolutely I am. Seriously. I think that if you're in the area and you're looking for a burger, I think this is a place to go, man. Yeah, you could go fast food. Obviously I go fast food sometimes. But it's like, treat yourself. And you know, again, like if you're unfamiliar with the halal aspect, like it's not gonna make the burger taste weird or anything like that. It's just like a certain way of preparation. It's just a really tasty burger, and it's prepared well. And you know, two guys who were running the place were really nice. I would definitely say, especially if you're in the area, absolutely, absolutely stop in. And I'd say I'd even be willing to go as far as to say, yeah, you know, I don't think it's quite a destination spot, but I think that if you live sort of in the general area, it's worth making that trek to, just to give it a shot, because they got some really tasty stuff. Anyway, 5 things for you out here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go there, have yourselves a truly proper cheeseburger-tastic rest of your life, because damn, do I like a good cheeseburger. It will be my undoing for certain. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you gotta do, folks. You gotta try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes. And unfortunately, when we deal with those situations, you know, we just have to kind of roll with it usually. It's important when we do, though. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you've never, you know, had a halal burger or, you know, something made in that way. I challenge you to go over there and give it a shot. You know, because again, it's like I went into it. I mean, I try stuff. That's what I do. But, you know, I went into it not really, I still don't really know all that much about it. But, you know, it was, like I said, it was just one of these things where it started kind of popping up a little bit here and there. And, you know, I haven't been to one of these, you know, halal places yet where I've had bad food or anything. Everything's been tasty and good. So, you know, like I said, maybe if you've seen something you're unfamiliar with it, I challenge you, give it a go. Let me know in the comments how it went. If it went terribly, then, well, you know, legal disclaimer here, blah, 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 blah. Bye!